Yeah, so you don't get much more controversial in American politics than if you go after Medicare or Social Security. So what's a third rail, right? A third rail is on the train track. If you touch it, you get electrocuted. And the same thing with a program like Medicare. If any politician goes after it, says, hey, let's try to scale back Medicare benefits. Medicare spending is out of control, it's rising dramatically. Let's make changes to these benefits that seniors have gotten. What you see is a lot of resistance, and what these politicians face is the possibility of political suicide. And so why is this? Why are people so resistant towards making changes to Medicare? Why do they march on the streets to protest any changes to Medicare? So I think there's a few different reasons for this, a few different beliefs that people have that you really need to be challenging if you do indeed want to be able to touch Medicare and not risk political suicide. So one of the views, very common view, is that people have earned Medicare, that seniors have earned their Medicare benefits, that they've paid into these programs their whole lives, and you cannot therefore touch these benefits, scale them back in any sense. This is a wrong view. Medicare is not an earned benefit. It's a welfare program, and you have to make the case for that if you want to be able to touch Medicare. The second belief that people have is that, well, seniors need Medicare. People need Medicare. A lot of people can't afford medical care. If you're a senior, you might not be able to afford medical care, and Medicare pays for your health care, and so people need it, and so we have a duty to provide people who need health care with health care. This view has to be challenged and rejected, that the purpose of government is not to go around and to meet people's needs. This is an individual responsibility. Healthcare is an individual responsibility. It's not the responsibility of the federal government to take some people's money and give it to other people for their healthcare. The third reason I think there's a lot of resistance towards Medicare reform and any changes to Medicare is that people are very, very scared of the market. They're very, very scared of the free market. They think if you have seniors and they're trying to get health care in a free market, they're not going to get very good health care. They're going to be getting very expensive health care. People will take advantage of their need for medical care. And we have a very, very negative view towards the free market. And again, that has to be challenged if you want to change Medicare and want to convince people that changing Medicare is the way to go and scaling it back. Because the market isn't that. In a market, seniors would get much better health care, I think, than they're getting today. They'd be in a system in which they would be in control of their money, the money that they've earned. It wouldn't be the government deciding, as it does in Medicare, what kind of health care seniors get, how much health care they get. All those sorts of decisions would be in the control of seniors. And just like you see in markets and other industries, what you get is better and better products over time, lower and lower cost. If you look at the technology industry, if you look at freer areas in healthcare, what you see in a free market is that prices fall over time, quality increases. If you think of something like LASIK surgery, which insurance doesn't pay for, Medicare doesn't pay for, you see things get better over time. So the free market would be wonderful for seniors, would be wonderful for their healthcare, and you have to convince people of that. So Medicare is untouchable for a few reasons, right? People think they've earned it. Seniors need it, and so people think there's a duty to provide it to them. And people really don't understand what a free market would look like, and indeed they're scared of a free market. So these things added up together makes Medicare reform very, very challenging and makes it untouchable. So we got to go after them if we want to scale back Medicare, and in my view, we should be phasing it out and repealing it.